The Hawks' future is not looking bright. Yo, what's going on? We back with another video. I got a brand new mic, got a brand new PC, so everything's feeling a little bit better. And I just want to let y'all know my thoughts about something. I'm an Atlanta sports fan. I've been an Atlanta sports fan since about like 2014, 2013, you know, ever since I hit middle school, 6th grade, 5th grade, I became an Atlanta sports fan. I'm from Atlanta, so I'm not no bandwagon, you know. I was there for the first season of that 16-22 year that we had back in 2015. I'm more of a Hawks and a Falcons fan more than I'm a Braves fan. You know, I watched the World Series when we won. When was it? Last year, I think. I watched the World Series. But, you know, I'm not really much of a Braves fan because I don't keep up with baseball. I try my best to. I also like the United. I'm a United fan. But, you know. But I just want to talk about Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. I feel like our future isn't. I don't know how to put this. I feel like we are not headed in the right direction. The first thing I want to mention is the competition in the East. When I was growing up watching the NBA, the West was a superior conference, but now it has truly shifted to the East. I mean, we have the Bucks, the Celtics, the 76ers, the Cavs. These are four teams I don't see going nowhere. The Bucks aren't going nowhere. The Celtics aren't going nowhere. The Sixers, I could see Embiid getting traded for some reason if they fall flat this season, but right now they're up 3-2 on the Celtics. The Cavs are another young team. The Knicks, Jaylen Brunson isn't going nowhere. Julius Randle isn't going nowhere. The Nets may fall off a little bit. I mean, the Heat are still a good team. You know, you gotta look at the teams that did make it. You know, maybe the Pacers make a big play. They make a push for the playoffs. The Magic are a very good young team. The East is very strong this season, and I feel like the Hawks, with the way that the East is right now, don't have enough to keep up with the top four of the Eastern Conference. In years past, I've come to notice something. I don't think you can win consistently in our NBA with a small guard, especially in these last couple years. Now, whoa, I know what you're thinking. The first thing you see is Steph Curry, all right? Well, to me, Steph Curry is an anomaly, all right? Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time, in my opinion, and I think he should be in everybody else's opinion too, but that's a story for another video. He's the greatest point guard of all time, and he's the greatest shooter of all time, so that automatically makes him, like, you know, unreal. Right, but I mean, remove Steph Curry out of the picture. I mean, look at these past 10 years, man. Giannis, LeBron, Kawhi, KD, Iguodala, another Steph Curry team, but they didn't even give Steph Curry the MVP back then. I don't know why, but they didn't. You know, LeBron, Dirk, Kobe. We don't see a small guard, so probably Dwayne Wade, maybe. Dwayne Wade, let's see. Tony Parker in 07, Dwayne Wade in 06. You know, these elite championship teams are all led by. Well, for the past 10 years, they're all led by elite two-way wings. And I don't think small guards can get it done. Let's look at all the small guards in the past couple years and how many of them have rings. You know, the best guards in the NBA right now, we got Dame Lillard, 0 rings. You know, hasn't even made it to the finals. You know, touched the Western Conference Finals maybe once. I'm unsure. But Dame, 0 rings. Kyrie, 1 ring behind LeBron. Who else we got? I can't even think of any small guards. Shoot. Kemba Walker just random dude that comes to mind. Always been bad, you know. Forget to Kyrie Irving. When he left LeBron, tried to do it on his own, you know. This was before Tatum was better than him. Did they even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals back then? I don't know. I think they always got second rounded by the most, you know. So I can't even think of any more small guards, but none of them have rings, man. Only point guard that has a ring as the best player on this team recently is Stephen Curry. I think Trae Young can be a championship level point guard as a second option, but he focuses strictly on playmaking because playmaking for Trae Young is a very strong suit. He's an elite playmaker. I think he's a generational playmaker. The way that he passes that ball, man, the only dude that can really mess with him in the NBA to me is Jokic, you know what I'm saying? His vision is insane and makes up for his height and his lack of defense, but his vision is one of one. I feel like if you get a big wing that can score the ball and play defense, that can be the main scorer for the Atlanta Hawks, I think this team is dangerous. And I think you have to give up almost everything that you have except for Trae Young to get a guy like that. For example, man, when Kevin Durant was on the block, I was advocating heavily for a Kevin Durant to Atlanta trade. It seems like I was the only person saying that, and it seemed like it only made sense to me. But man, you put together John Collins, Probably Bowie, a first round pick, and AJ Griffin, man. That gets you KD, and that automatically makes you a contender in the East. You know what I'm saying? So the Hawks, I feel like they have to be more aggressive in the trade game, because as a front office, you have to realize that this is the ceiling for the Hawks, man. I mean, 2 first round exits in a row. We can't sit around and wait here for a third one. I mean, we have to get moving. We have to get going. So that's just my opinion. How many players in the league can make the Hawks a contender? In my belief, I feel like you need an elite two-way scorer, not scorer, but like an elite two-way monster. So a dude that can give you 25 to 30 on the offensive end and lock up. And that's what we've seen in the past. Giannis, Kawhi, LeBron. Those are the type of dudes that have won championships, or a dominant big would help too, but there's not too many of those in the league, and we haven't seen a dominant big win since Dirk. So it's winning a championship in the NBA is not easy, that's for sure. There's so many options and so many routes. Shout out to King of the Fourth Quarter. He said he put together a formula that he made up. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but he said teams are usually top 10 in defense, top 10 in offense. It's going to be tough to have a top 10 defense with Trae Young on the squad, but if you put together around enough 3-and-D guys and that one elite two-way guy, it can happen. I think you can have a top 10 defense. You can hide them. You can hide them good enough. Put them on a spot-up shooter all game, and I think you can hide them good enough. Now, the next thing is, where do you find an elite two-way wing or an elite big? That's the hardest part about it, man. That's probably the hardest part about it. I want to look back at D-Hunt draft. I think I can't remember, but was that the Ant draft 2020? D-Hunt might have been 2019. I think D-Hunt was 2019. So that was the Zion draft. You know, we could have had the first pick. Zion would have been perfect for us. Who else in that draft? And we got Ja Morant. I don't know. I gotta look it up. Even that 2019 draft, man, it doesn't have a lot of elite two-way talent. You know, the best 2 players out that draft are Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. Everybody else has been, you know, you got the Tyler Heroes in there, the Roy Hachimura, the Darius Garlands, but none of those guys have been, you know, the type of dude that I feel like you need to win the championship. I've heard Zion to the Hawks rumors. I don't know how real those are. I don't know. You know, that would be great for us. That would be an amazing pickup. Those are the type of guys that you need. I feel like Zion can be that type of player if he can stay healthy. Can he stay healthy? I don't know yet. We also tried to gamble on the potential of Cam Reddish, but, you know, that didn't work out. Not on him, you know. He ended up being a good role player, but Atlanta just didn't work out for him. So, what are our biggest bets right now? The biggest thing that we can bet on, because acquiring one through like trade or free agency, that doesn't seem realistic. The money isn't there. We have to free up John Collins. You know, we locked up Bogie. We're gonna have to pay DeJounte either this summer or the next summer. I don't even know. I feel like it's this summer. We gotta pay these guys. Right now, our biggest bet is Mr. Jaylen Johnson. Now, Jaylen Johnson, too many people may not know who he is. Well, you probably do after the Celtics series. You know, he played real good in the Celtics series. He's a 6'8", 6'7", 6'9", around that range. Wing, he can dribble the ball. He's not a good shooter, but he can dribble the ball. He can finish. He's a pretty good playmaker for his rawness. You know, he's very raw right now, but there is loads of potential there. Now, how much potential is that? Is he going to turn into those type of players, a two-way elite player? His defense is good too. Now, he can't shoot, but, I mean, other than that, everything else with him is pretty good. He was a former 5-star in high school, a Duke guy. Him blossoming into a elite player could be huge for the Hawks, man. It's unlikely. It seems unlikely, but the potential is through the roof, man. You got Onyeka Okongwu, you got AJ Griffin. AJ Griffin is a sharp shooter. He doesn't miss much. He was near 50, 40, 90 as a rookie. His free throw was probably off. But his field goal was probably off by like a little bit, 48. But he shot 40% from 3. I might be wrong though. I'm pretty sure he shot 40% from 3. So I mean, the kid can shoot that. He can shoot that rock. Man, winning the championship in general is just super hard, man. I don't know if Trae Young's gonna be that guy. Atlanta has made him that guy, but I just don't think he can be the best player on a championship team. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that, man. pay attention to the channel because I'm about to start streaming. I got a second channel where I'm gonna be posting those gaming type of videos on. I even posted a song on that second channel called YB Flow, so check it out if you want, man. You know, it's just a little play channel. You know, this is my main channel. Let me know what y'all think about Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks and what we can do. I want to make another video about this on Luka Doncic and the heliocentric offense, but I gotta do some more research on that because I'm not around the Mavericks days. I'm not a Mavericks fan, but let me know what y'all think about the video. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. Peace out.